Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Friday, where every Friday I post a new video. In today's video I am going to be showing you how I made this little female gnome. She wasn't that hard to make. I've already have plenty of videos on here where I have made different types of gnomes, but this is going to be my first female gnome, which is done basically the exact same way that I made the male gnomes. We're just adding hair. So what you're going to need for this project is a styrofoam triangle and wooden dowels, and I've already went ahead and stuck my wooden dowels into my styrofoam triangle because I needed this to be completely dry before I can go and move on to any other steps. And yeah, so you're going to need that. You're going to need felt. You're going to be needing any type of material. I have a little piece of pants leg that I cut from one of my doll clothes that I have. I go to Goodwill and I buy like the infant clothes that I make when I make my little dolls. And this is a pair of one of the legs from the jeans that I had bought because it had a stain on it when I bought it and I didn't realize it. So I wasn't going to throw them out when I could just reuse them. So we have that. And I have the sleeves from an old shirt, doll shirt, that infant shirt that I'm going to be working with. And you're going to need yarn. And I'm going to be working with 3 different color yarns. So I got blue, pink, and white. And you're going to need those. And you're going to need scissors and hot glue. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera down so I can get started. So as you can see, I pretty much have everything ready to go. I have my wooden dowels already hot glued into place. So we're going to set that to the side. And I've already went ahead and covered my little doll shoes, which they were just the little bitty blue shoes from Dollar Tree. And all I did was basically, I'm just going to show y'all what I did. I'm not going to wrap it. I cut a piece of felt. So basically, I did this step in all of my other videos also. So I basically just took the hot glue and I put it on, and I basically just wrapped the yarn, the felt all the way around the shoe, and then when you get in the middle, you put hot glue down through there and you just pinch the sides like this, and then you tuck everything under. So once you pinch and tuck, this is what you're going to end up with. And I've done this in another video, so I already have that done. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just get started with putting everything together. So what I did for my pants, for my doll's pants, I took and I cut off a piece of the leg. And I'm just basically so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue and I am just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue down the seam. So we're just going to go like this, and we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue down through here. Just like that. And we're just going to tuck this. Very careful not to burn your fingers. So we have that. And now I'm going to take my scissors and we're just going to trim this up a little. Turn it over and we're just going to do the other side. We're just trimming up those little strands of from the jeans materials. And this is what we have. And I left those open down here. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take, now if you want to wrap this, you can. And I'll just go ahead and use some of my scrap felt. And it does not have to be perfect. I'll just trim off a little bit of, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this at an angle. And I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this. But I'm just going to go ahead and cut off a little more. Just going to cut this little bit here. And I'm basically just wrapping this in pink. That way y'all could be able to see what I'm doing. Because I see that it wasn't showing up the best when it was wrapped in actually, you know what? I think I'm going to wrap this. Instead of wrapping it in pink, because I would have to get another piece of pink, because that is just not going to happen. So we're just going to go ahead, because it's not going to be seen. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this in blue. And then that way y'all can see the actual there we go. That way y'all can see what's actually going on. I would have loved to have used that pink, but I would have had to pause the video and dig around and find some more pink felt. And, well, I don't really want to do that. So, yeah. So, basically, we're just going to pull this up and making sure that everything is nice and tight. And now I'm going to just go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue right down through here. We're going to grab another stick. And honestly, it doesn't matter what color you wrap your styrofoam in, because it's not going to be seen anyhow. So you don't even have to wrap it if you don't want to. So we got that wrapped. So this is what it looks like once it's wrapped. And I didn't worry about doing anything to the bottom because you're not going to see it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pair of jeans and I'm just going to slide this on to my gnome. And I'm not going to pull them all the way up, because I want my jeans to go over. So I'm just going to pull them about here. And I'm just going to grab one of my shoes just to see how well the jeans are going to go down off in here. So let's turn this a little bit. Okay, now let's grab a shoe. Okay, that's going to be fine. So now what we're going to do is I am going to take this, and now I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right across here. And then I am going to pull this down, making sure that's secure. And then I'm just going to tuck it. So we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue in there. And I'm just going to pinch. And I'm just going to tuck it and tape. And glue. Right there in place. Just like that. Just put a little bit of more glue just to make sure everything is nice and secure. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to hold it here. So we're just going to tuck it under And we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue down through here just to make sure that's secured. Just like that. And now I'm just going to go around the back, and we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue down through the back. And we're just going to stick that into place. So there we have that. And as you can see, we have our little opening right there. So now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and put her nose on. And I am going to be using, I already wrapped this, and I didn't have a wooden dowel, a wooden ball, so I had to cut it down to size. So I just went ahead and cut it, and this is just a piece of wood that I had laying around because I not have any more wooden balls, and I was not gonna run out to Walmart and stand in line to pay for one little item, because they have everything basically in our Walmart shut down to where there's just one you scan and or self-check. And yeah, it's crazy, and I try to avoid Walmart because so I just had to improvise with what I had laying around the house without actually going out and, buying anything. So this is what we have. And now I'm going to grab this shirt, which is, like I said, is just a sleeve, and it is pink. And we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to put this over her head, just like this. And we're just going to tuck this up and under like this. And I'm just going to pull this down. So basically, I'm just kind of playing around with the clothes. I'm just trying to get everything all nice and cute. And I'm just going to tuck this right under there. So this is what it looks like. And I just got that tucked under because I don't want the blue to show. And it won't. Once we get done, it will not show. So now that we have that, I think what I'm going to do next is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put her in her shoes so she can stand up. So basically what I'm going to do is take that hot glue, and we're just going to squeeze some down off into the shoe. And then I'll go ahead and move to the next step while this is drying. So once you get your hot glue squeezed down off in there, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to stick your doll or your gnome down off in there just like this. And I'm just going to slide her to the side while she can go ahead and dry while I move on to my next step. So we're just going to stick her there to give her time to dry. Now, while she's drying, we're going to go ahead and I am going to take my yarn. We're going to go ahead and make her hair, and I'm going to show y'all how I did that. Turn this way a little bit. So basically, I took my 3 pieces of yarn, and like I said, they're pink, blue, and white. I wanted to do a 3 colors this time, and all I did was I went ahead and I wrapped it around the styrofoam. And all I did was I kept it going like this, and I wrapped it about I wrapped this about 30 times all the way around. But I'm not gonna. So basically, once I got it wrapped, I didn't wrap this 30 times, y'all. I was just showing y'all what I did. So once I got it wrapped, I went ahead and peeled it off, just like this. I cut it, opened it up, and we're going to take off the little strands. And once you get that, you're going to take a piece of yarn. It doesn't matter what color you take. You're going to take a piece of yarn. And you're just going to take this and you're going to put it over it like this. And you're going to tie it. And you're going to tie it again. Flip it over. Tie it some more. And then once you get that, this is what we're going to be using for our hair. And I have some here. Let's see if she's dry. So she's dry good enough for me to go ahead and add the hair. So basically what I did to add the hair, we just went ahead and we're just going to put this right on top. Now I'm just going to pull this up a little bit. So we're just going to take some hot glue. I'm just going to cut this little piece off. So we're going to put some hot glue right on top. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this right down on top of there. And be very careful that you don't burn your fingers. And I'm just going to hold it down like this. And we're just going to squeeze. And we're just going to hold this until it dries. So this is what we have so far. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our other sock. Well, not sock, it's a sleeve. Turn this way. And we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to stick this right on top. And once you do that, you're going to fold it over. And I'm just going to go ahead, fold this down like this. And we're just going to use a bit of hot glue right here, just to hold everything together. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're just going to add a drop of hot glue here. And we're just going to stick that there. And I'm just pushing it back a little bit off of her nose. So this is what we have. And if you want your doll to have ponytails, let's just move this a little bit this way. Okay. So now I'm just going to slide her shoes down, her pants over her shoes. And I'm trying to make sure this is dry good enough before I start. Okay, I need to let her shoes dry a little more. So I'm just going to go ahead and push her pants leg up. And I'm just going to squeeze a little more hot glue down in here. Because you want to make sure you have enough that she is not going to fall over. So while she is drying, I'm just going to slide her back out of the way. And I'm just going to continue to let her dry. So while she is drying, we're going to go ahead and work on her arms. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take, and it's probably hard to see, but I'm using that same pink felt or sleeve, and we're taking two little, all of these is the little flexible rollers from Dollar Tree. I just cut them in half because they're great for the arms because you can bend and adjust them. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some hot glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit right through here. And then we're just going to stick that right there on top. And then we're just going to go ahead and, I need to turn it this way. We're just, because I'm right-handed, we need to go ahead and roll it. Like this. And we're just going to continue to roll until we get to the end. So there we have it. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're just going to start here. I'm just going to put some hot glue right through here. You're going to put this down on top of that. I'm going to turn it this way. And we're just going to continue to roll. And we have that. So this is what we have. And now we're going to even them out. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut a little off. So we're just going to cut about here. And I am going to take some hot glue. And we're just going to put that down off in there. And we're just going to squeeze. Pinch it together. And we're just going to cut this little extra. And we're going to do the same thing to the other one. Hold it here. Make sure that they're even. Cut. And we're just going to add a little bit of hot glue down through there. And here we have her sleeves, or her arms. Like this. Okay, so now that her shoes are dried good enough, I hope that we can go ahead and put her legs, her pants legs down over her shoes. So that's what I'm doing now, is just pulling it down and doing the same thing to the other one. And this is what she looks like so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this part, and I am just going to fold it down like this. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue to hold this together. And I'm just going to trim this up a little. And then we're just going to tuck it. So we're just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue right here. And I am just going to tuck. So we're just going to put a little bit here. And we're just going to hold that here just for a minute. Just give this time to dry. So this is what we have. Let's fix her shirt in front. So this is what we have. And now we're going to add her sleeves. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue. And we're just going to stick her sleeve on about here. And I'm just going to hold this. And at the same time, I am just going to adjust her arm. And then we're going to go do the same thing to the other side. So we're going to take this. We're going to put a little bit of hot glue. Like this. And we're going to go ahead and put this one here. And I'm just going to bend it. Like that. So that's why I went ahead and used flexible rods, because you can bend the arms in any shape that you want. And you can also make her holding something if you choose to. So this is what she looks like from the front. And this is what she looks like from the back. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay her down. And I'm trying to debate if I want to leave her hair down or put it up. I think I'll put it up. So basically what we're going to do is you're basically just going to braid. Make a braid. And this is optional. You do not have to do this part if you don't want to. You can leave it down. I think it would be totally cute down. But it's really up to you on how you want to do it. So once you get down to the end, we're going to go ahead. And I got some black bands here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a rubber band here. Just to hold that in place so it don't come down. And just play around with it and see about where you want the arm, where you want it to be. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Yeah, I think I'll keep mine like that. So now we're going to go ahead and braid the other side. Just making a little bitty plait or braid or whatever you want to call it. That's what we're doing. I call it a little braid, but others may call it something different. But anyhow, we're just going to go ahead and continue to braid this. So yeah. All right. So once you get down to your last, we're going to go ahead and take our band and we're going to go ahead and tie this off. So I'm putting a rubber band around it. Just like this. So this is what we have. Now, if you want to, and it's totally up to you, you can put barrettes in her, like ribbon in her hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I am going to take a piece of ribbon. I'm just gonna cut it, and I'm gonna cut two to make sure that they're even. So what I do to make my bows is I just go ahead and I put it like this, and then I'm gonna bend it up like this, and I'm gonna put a drop of glue back there and there, and I'm just gonna pinch, and then I am just going to cut this off at an angle like that, and then we're going to do the same thing to this one, and we'll do that again. So oops, that did not work. Alrighty then. So I am just going to remeasure this because that one did not come out right. Alright, so we're going to cut that again. Move that. So we're going to go ahead and make our little bow again. So we're going to bend here and here. Like, I am not the best person when it comes to making bows, but I do the best I can. Okay. Like, see, I'm going to just go ahead and try this again. All right. That's good enough for me. Okay. We're just going to put some glue, and we're just going to hold it. And I am going to go ahead and cut off a little here, and turn it and cut off a little here. So here are my two bows, and we're just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue here, and we're just going to stick our bows right down on top, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Hot glue, stick the bow. And this is what we end up with. Here she go. And here we go. I am sorry about my dogs barking. Y'all, my husband just came home and they are going crazy. So yeah, here she is. And here's the other one. If you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. And if you want to see me do any other type of video, please let me know in the comment box below. And if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to become part of my YouTube family. And once again, if you're essential and you have to be out here during this time, I thank you so much for everything that you do for us to keep us safe and putting yourself at risk with the virus and everything. So thank you once again for going on far and beyond, and we can't thank you so much for that. And yeah, anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And yeah, if you want to see me do any other type of video, craft related, let me know in the comment box below. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you all stay safe and have a blessed day. Bye.